morning. I think I might have made it past 5 because I was just hanging out. Now, I hope it clears tonight because there's still a possibility that I could see the meteor shower. But man, that sucks. It was cloudy, and it's cloudy now. It's supposed to rain. So I don't know what the hell. How's up by you up there?
It's cloudy.
Oh, it's cloudy up there too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it sucks. So somebody made me a cool banner. A friend of mine, he did a fucking nice job making me a banner for my streams. This is, let me tell you, there's some really cool. Obviously, there's a few assholes. That goes without saying. But the majority of the people out there are just cool people. You know what I mean? They're just cool people. And it's good. It gives me hope to know that there's a lot more good people out there than not. You know what I'm saying? No matter how bad things seem or get, you always have to have faith in people. You can't live in like a fear bubble or think that everybody's up to no good. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I am not going to become that way. There's no fucking way I'm gonna, because it really makes you think about people. Period. But I'm past all that crazy stuff. But I'm just saying, I feel good when I see good things like that. It makes me feel good. Anyway, get off the phone.
It should make you feel good.
It does, and it really makes me feel good to know that there's people out there that actually care and that are looking out for you too. Like trying to do cool things by you, and it's so nice to see that. It really is. Anyway, I got to do a. Go ahead.
Billy, there is some hope for the human beings yet. And sometimes I say to myself, this is just going to get worse and worse and worse. But there is hope.
You know what, Christo? As I always think of it this way, if you surround yourself by positive, good people and you get rid of the negative energy, you're always going to be in a good place because you're always surrounded by good people. If you surround yourself by good people, that vibe, that positive vibe, is just stronger because you're all on the same page, united with that good feeling, that vibe. You know what I'm saying? If I was alone, sitting here, then I would probably have more of a paranoia, anxiety kind of a feeling. But I know a lot of good people, and I can communicate with them anytime. And in a way, I'm glad that other people showed their true colors, like the one in Boston. And I was just, who knows what that kind of shit could have prevented, Chris? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's sad, but it's good to know that you clear that negative. It's, you don't want no negative energy. And if you're around people and you're not even aware of their negative energy, that's even worse because you don't know. You're not even aware that there's a negative force around you because you think it's otherwise, but it's not. That's the worst when you don't know, like you're not aware. And I don't care how aware, and you have the instincts of a police officer, a Marine, your extensive background, but it's important to be aware. But just think, when you think that you're aware, even with the most experience, something might slip through the cracks, and you're like, "Fuck! How did I not recognize that?" Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I know.
So you're never too aware. You have to always be aware, and have a peripheral vision that you see all the things around you. If that makes any sense.
It does, but you know what? Everybody has to have it now.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Chris, when I go...
Because,
Go ahead.
no, it's just, you know what?
When I went to the city a few weeks ago to see a band, with my high school friend and Kendrick, I'm sitting in the theater, and I told them, and I don't care if people heard me around me, we're in New York City. We're in Times Square. We're in a very popular theater. I want to know my exit points. I want to look at my surroundings. I want to see who the people are around me immediately. You must these days. You have to have your awareness up. Just in case if the shit hits the fan, you have an exit plan. You should always have an exit plan. You know what I mean? Always. So
I will tell you this. I'm actually, the stuff I've been seeing, my daughter calls me up here in Buffalo and says, Dad, can you go to the market with me? I have to bring the baby, but I don't want to go along. Can you come? Right there.
yep.
You have to do it.
Well, your daughter also went through a traumatic experience too, and she might be still shaken from that experience. You know what I'm saying? I'm live now, so that's why I'm being cautious of what I say. But you know what I'm talking about.
It's a very sad thing nowadays, and I just figured out how to do it.
Oh, you did?
I did.
You fucking little master. You see what I'm saying? Now you're going to have to show me how to do it. What's up, Genghis and Dwayne?
Do you still have Movavi?
Yes.
Movavi will do it for you automatically. All you got to do is put it in the Photoshop.
I don't know if I have the photo, but I don't know if I have the photo editor for Movavi. I think I only have the video suite. But I got Photoshop. You know, I got all that. So I got to just play. Anyway, go have a great freaking weekend. One of my hosts bailed out for tonight because he left me a voice message to show me. He can't even talk. He can't even talk. His voice is shot. Done. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh my God, Chris. I even sent him a message. Oh my God, feel better. He lost his voice. He can't even talk. He wanted to prove it to me like that. You know, you don't have to prove nothing to me. But he wanted to leave me the message to show exactly what he's going through. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Anyway,
All right, if you need anything, give me a shout.
call me too if you need me.
All right, take
Love
care.
to the family.
Bye.
Bye. That's Chris Soprano. That's my buddy. Fuck! I gotta close that door. I'm gonna wake the whole house up. Well, they're in YouTube right now. Amol's there. Genghis is there. It's early. I was up till 5:30 in the morning. How am I up now? Coffee. And I got to do a show in an hour and a half. Then I got other stuff to do. But I don't have a show from 8 to 10 tonight. But Popeye's definitely going live from 10 to midnight tonight. Definite. And I don't know what the fucking weather's going to be. But did you see what I did last night over there? How I wrote that? I don't even remember doing it. Yes, I do. I didn't drink yet. That was before I was drinking. I can't believe I was up to 5:30. I need to open the zombie apocalypse barricade. Zombie apocalypse. Oh my God, let there be light. I might have to put sunglasses on. That's just too bright for me. Oh my God. Hell no. Screw that. I still need to be in the dark. I'm still recovering. Oh, fuck off, Amol. It's too early. We had fun last night. And I have to thank Chaos in Roswell. He made me a banner for a thumbnail for the streams. And it's nice. I like it. That's freaking cool. That's what I was saying to Chris. I don't know if you guys heard me. You know, it's cool to know good people and like that. And they just do it out of the goodness of their heart. You know what I mean? It gives me faith in society. I thought you were gonna say a fucking Bill Squatch, Amol. Where is it? Right here. Let me share the screen. He did a nice job too. I like it. I actually like it. It has everything in it that I would want, and I didn't even say anything. He just did this. Let me get rid of my camera. I like that. And I like purple. I love that color. I love the color blend he did. I like it. That is so freaking cool. And that's the guy I share his Rumble channel. The music that he does, he's very talented. I just wish he had more music out, like to hear. I would like to hear. I would like to hear his stuff more and promote whatever I can on my end for him. See, that's another thing too. Green is from the methane farts. Shit, green is from the aurora. I like that. But in networking is important. Cross promotion is important. People helping other people. A community. Especially when it comes to content creating. It's nice to do that. Because a lot of people, they don't give a shit. They just care about themselves. You know, it's me, 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 me. It's all of us together. At least that's the way I am. I hope I stay like that forever until I'm down there somewhere or in the air. Spread my ashes all over the ocean. What the hell is this now? I'm getting messages. I had to get up early to do work. Yes, Mr. Producer had to get up early to do work. So I'll be busy this afternoon from 2 to say 5. Then I'm clear from 5 to 10, approximate. We need to check the weather, like now. I was not a happy camper last night. They did fix the motor mount in Canada, which is great. It can move now, 360. Yeah, today's easy. Fridays is not easy. Tomorrow's a little rough. It's 8 hours in a row. And I'm not going to get into the details, but there's a lot of back work, behind the scenes work too. It's not that simple. Oh my God, that is nasty looking. That's because that system is not moving. That's why. This low, somewhere in there, there's the low, and it's just not fucking moving fast. It's just spinning there. Guaranteed it's not moving because this hasn't shifted east much at all. So that means this low is just spinning right in here. If I had to guess, the low's in there. Yeah, you could see it. At least I can see it. Let's put the share screen. Yeah, right in there's the low. Right there, right around here. So this thing is not moving. It's just sitting there and spinning. Now there is a chance. There's definitely some rain coming right here. My way. This afternoon. This is later. There's going to be a break. Which, see this break? Allows the sun to come out for a little bit. And this could actually intensify this rain that's coming and maybe even make it into some thunderstorms because of the heating. Now, I don't know if that's enough. But see that little break where the sun is going to come out? But look at the line behind it. So this could get nasty later. Matter of fact, let's look at the... See it? Just as I was saying. That line. It's already starting. I'm really good at weather. I don't even have to do all this. I already could see it. And it's going to be some nasty storms. But this line is not moving because of this low. The low is just spinning there. So the chances of it clearing up tonight for a Skywatch? Not likely. But as this sweeps up, it could be clearing behind it. But it's already 12:30. We're talking 12 hours from now. Less. It's going to be very cool here this week. Upcoming. It's going to be cool. It's not going to be nice. Today's like the last day in the 70s. It's about 53 now. Let me not look. Let me just look. 58. I was close. There's definitely a chill. You could feel it. Let's see what they're saying. Definitely rain on that map today. Yeah. A PM shower. And when it says a touch of morning rain, what does that mean? Rain overnight. But look, it's going to be upper 50s, low 60s for the week. That's chilly. It's actually normal for this time of year. That's actually normal. But, let's see. Poughkeepsie. Look at that. Yeah, it's been dry here. Mild with periods of heavy rain and a thunderstorm tonight. Rain will be beneficial given recent dry conditions. It has been very dry. It hasn't been raining at all here. So that's good that we're going to get some much needed precipitation, rain. But it's not good tonight for Skywatch. Let's see what's going on in Canada. Let's go back to windy. Shit, I might have to do a thunderstorm stream. Do something. I want to do more and more Skywatches whenever I can. As many as possible. Let's see what it looks like in Churchill. Oh my God, that's bad. Look at these clouds streaming in from the northeast. Northeast, right into Churchill. Churchill's toast. I don't see that clearing up either. I don't see that at all. That's bad. Here's Churchill. I want to see the overall movement. Wow, that is bad. So it's not looking good, I can tell you that right now. You see, I don't know if I'm gonna make it through that. The timing. Because what's gonna happen later is this is gonna train over our area. That's why they're saying heavy rain. The line, see that line? Once it shifts up north, it's gonna just sit and keep moving to the north, and all that rain is gonna train on us. It's gonna sit in the area. That's why they're expecting heavy precipitation, because see how that line is shifting east slowly, but it's mostly moving north? Well, when it gets over you, you're getting that northerly flow, and it's taking a time before it shifts east. So all that rain just falls on you. That's what training is. Look at that flow to the north. Holy shit. So, it's not looking good tonight. It is what it is. It's my luck. That's what it is. All right, I'm gonna game for a little while. It's actually hot in the house. I cut all the rose trees because I have rose trees, not rose bushes. I have rose trees. I did a lot of pruning yesterday, and it looks really nice from in here. It looks neat. There's not much more I gotta do outside. I repaired the bench. Oh, come on. It's too early for that. For real. Really. I don't know if I have the image anymore. Yeah. Can't work on it today. But I rebuilt the bench, and Mom is happy. At least she's happy about that. So I replaced the wood. Let me tell you, that was not fun to take those bolts, old bolts off. I had to get a bolt cutter because they were rusted. And I had to break, because it was all rotted. I had to literally break the pieces off and leave the bolts exposed and then cut them with a bolt cutter because they were rusted. It was not fun at all. Now it's just got to be refinished and repainted, sanded. See those drip marks? All that has to be sanded. Came out good though. It's good to be handy. It is. It's important. It saves a lot of money. Hey, I'm seeing if the camera. It's so bright out there, even though it's cloudy. And look at me, I'm in the dark. Alexa, turn on living room light.
Okay.
That ain't helping. Alexa, brighten living room light.
Okay.
Look at that. That's crazy. How that light is drowning out that bright light in front of me. Alexa, shut off living room light. No. I already took you out. Haha. He's coming. No. He's looking at me like, what are you up to? Alexa, shut off living room light.
Okay.
For Christ's sake. Who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky tonight. It'll clear up. In both places. I don't think Churchill's going to clear up. I need music. No, maybe not. Last night was rough. Last night was crazy. Till 5:30 this morning. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm up. Anyway. I think I'll just put the gameplay. Chaos. That is a badass. I was just telling them about how much I enjoyed that thumbnail. I like it. A lot. Thank you. He's in Rumble now. I like it. I like the colors too. I'm gonna share it again on the screen. Let me get rid of my mug. That is nice. I like it. It has everything. You incorporated everything. So let me show you. I like the telescope. I have a telescope in my garage. I just don't use it. It's big. It's 10 fucking inch. A go-to. But I don't use it anymore. But I like that. I would keep that. And we don't want to put too much clutter in it. So I would leave it the fuck alone. And I like that you incorporated the Rumble logo. That's that green play button on the upper right. That's Rumble. which I like. So that was excellent. But see, let me stop this. I don't use a telescope because everybody else uses telescopes, and I say I'm not going to do what everybody else does. That's for Mark D'Antonio to do and some other people, not me. And I should take apart my Sony. I'm not doing it now. Let me get my Sony. I actually have another Sony. I ain't gonna look for that either. I have two Sonys. But this is, let me take the lens cap. Put it over here. This is the main, this is the badass right here. Alexa, turn on living room light.
Okay.
Oh my God. Alexa, dim living room light. Oh my God. Oh, it hurts.
Okay.
Alexa, dim living room light. Fuck.
Okay.
I was going to put sunglasses on. So this is the Sony. This is the Sony a7S III. This is the latest one. And you can see I have a cage on it. See the cage? But this right here is so important. This locks the standard HDMI and it holds it in there. Because I'm going to tell you, when you have these cameras, you don't want that cable, the weight of the cable pulling down. It breaks the inside of the camera eventually. The board, the chip board. But in there is the standard HDMI. I don't know if you could see. See it on that side? Right there. This was a major upgrade to have a standard HDMI output on the camera. And on the bottom is where I could put the power with a power bank, right? On the bottom there. It's in there. It's hard to see it. There it is. That's how I keep the battery charged all night with a power bank right in there. But this is the camera I use for sky watching. And it's got the heater band all year round because with the humidity, the condensation. Yeah, you never see standard HDMI. It's always the mini. And they're annoying. My old Sony has that. What a pain in the, you know what. So this, I don't know how much they go for now. But in my hand, total. Is it loud? It's good to be loud. I'm a loud person. In my hand is about $5,000. Because the lens, it's insane. The body is like $3,500. Now they may have lowered the price on the Sony a7S III. The body goes for like $35 alone. Then the cage is not that much, it's like $100. But there's a card in here that goes for $400. Just the card. And then the lens. So this is like $5,000 in my hand. Now imagine if I'm outside and I trip, because that could happen in the dark, especially if I'm drinking a few. And I trip and I knock the tripod over. Can you imagine? Now this is under warranty, which I have to check on it. What's up, Lorraine? But this is a badass camera. And inside the camera, between the sensor and the lens, is a night filter. There is a filter in between. It's lying right over the sensor. So there's a lot of stuff going on with this camera. But you see how the low light resolution is on these. They're amazing on these. So it's a toy, but it's an expensive toy. Let me put it back. But it's worth it if you're doing stuff like that. Plus, I can use it for anything else. I can walk around with a backpack. Excuse me, a backpack with the power bank on it, with it plugged into the camera, and I could walk around all day with the camera and film, video. Forget about photos. Anything. And I've got other toys in the boxes, which one day I'm gonna have to go through all this shit again because I need to get all my stuff organized because Pine Bush is coming. I don't know what I'm gonna do for that yet. Let me open the door. I'm sweating. It's the coffee. So yeah, it's shit. Pine Bush is June 3rd, and it's going to be Travis Walton, Kathleen Martin, and Tom Reed, and a local. And there's going to be people underneath the tent. I think Chris has some MUFON people speaking underneath the tent outside during the day. I never take it easy. Look, I need to be involved in my community. I mean, Pine Bush is and has been known for decades as the UFO hotspot. I live in the area. I'd be a fool with my background not to be involved. You know what I mean? How could I not be? It's like, duh, you're not part of this. You're right there and you're not part of it. I've been part of it for like 6 years now. 7 years, maybe 8. I think I started in 2015. This is my 8th year, Pine Bush. Me, working with them. So yeah. And I've got people, Jade knows about this place. Petita and her husband are coming to stay at this place. Then they're going to stay in Pine Bush. Ronald's coming to stay. This is his big trip every year. I don't know about Charles. But there ain't going to be many people here. And the only person that's staying over my house is Tom Reed. So it won't be that crazy. Won't be that many people here. Thank God. So it'll be nice and chill. But I have to start preparing. I have to go through all this equipment. You have no idea. So Jade says, so I will tell him who? What is this? Jade, why don't you go into YouTube for now? They're all in there. Jade is saying, what? Hey Bill, tell him about how haunted your house is and what happened to me. My sister's listening. Oh, okay. Oh my God. Okay. Tell your sister I said hello. So Jade was sleeping in the middle room. And it was about 2:30 in the morning. I was out. I think I was sleeping on the couch. I don't remember. And there was a lot of people here. His door was closed. Shut. Closed. Not open slightly, not where it was loose. It was closed. And all of a sudden, and this has happened to Mom, his door went boom, opened. He thought we were fucking with him, that we were messing with him. We were all sleeping. And that door just opened up on him like, what's going on? And it's happened to Mom too. So that middle room, and I'm not saying it happens all the time, but once in a while some weird shit happens in this house. So I'm not trying to scare people from not coming here, but you have to be prepared in the event that something does happen, because it does happen from time to time. I can't explain what it is. I don't know if it's a ghost. I don't know what it is. V says stop summoning demon doormen. But shit happens here. And it can be a little unnerving. Like, one time, this is years ago, Travis Walton was here. Have you ever seen the movie Fire in the Sky? It's based on his account of being taken on a craft. Anyway, we're all in front of the house at night. Got a campfire going. We're all sitting in chairs around. In here, doors were closed. Air conditioner was on. And Keith and Paul, P&K, Space Imaging, they were sleeping because they wanted to do a stream like at 4 o'clock in the morning. They had their telescopes all set up outside the front of the house. And a vase fell, and they heard a big noise back here, and they thought it was me. I was out there with them. There was nobody in the house. Everybody was out there. And that kind of freaked them out. Because Keith is a big skeptic. But when you're in this house, it's hard to be a skeptic when shit happens around you and there's no explanation. Then you try to logically, rationally think of excuses. Maybe there was a little earthquake. Like, you try to come up with how that could have happened. Oh, it just shifted. It was due to fall. Like, you come up with some kind of... Ronald swears, and this is what Ronald says. He heard a woman's voice and a child in my hallway by the bedrooms. That hallway is very active. That hallway, that's the old part of the house. This is the extension where I'm sitting. There's a lot of activity on that side of the house. One other time, they were in the bathroom, and it was Heidi, and I don't know who else was there. They said that a shampoo bottle flew off the shelf in the bathroom. I wasn't there. I don't know. This is what I heard. Bill, how about that light when you were on live? Which light? I don't remember the light. What light? But stuff happens all the time. You learn to ignore it. It's not doing anything bad. It's not like doing... It's just happening. Now, Mom could tell you, the house has been quiet recently. There hasn't been much of nothing going on. I don't know if because it's Tycho. I don't know what it is, but the house has been quiet, which is kind of a good thing. And I can't remember anything offhand that has happened weird. The one that turned on, then went off, that scared the shit out of me. I can't remember. Things happen, and it, like I said, it happens enough where you don't think about the individual incidents because there's too many to remember. Like you all heard that voice that said my name in the woods. That was real. That was not bullshit. That was real. That's a Class A EVP saying my name twice. That's bizarre. And we didn't hear it. It was only picked up on the camera. There's like weird things like that. So, you know what's crazy too? And I don't know who it is. Sometimes I'll go outside and there's a drone. Somebody has a drone sitting over my property looking down. It's happened a few times. And I think it's somebody on the Hudson River that lives in one of those houses. But they like to look at my house and see what I'm doing. That's kind of weird. That's like kind of creepy shit. I have a drone sitting about 500 feet above ground, and I know they're looking down with their camera here. I mean, it's obvious. They're watching what I'm doing, walking the dog or what the fuck? What happened now? So I sign in with Rumble, Bill, and they say someone has to verify. I don't have to verify you to watch. Rumble is very easy to sign up. I don't know what that is. I don't know. So a lot of people have been telling me they're having issues chatting in Rumble. It's been a few. You're not alone, Bob. It drove my friend crazy from high school. He can't get into Rumble to chat. I don't know what it is. But V is saying that you just sign in. I got to do a show in less than an hour, but I still have time. But I love Rumble. Now, check this out. I am going to get regressed. I'm going to have a regression done. And I'm going to make it public. Not many people will do that. It's in the works. But you will see eventually in the next few months regression, a hypno regression session that I'm going to do to see what exactly is going on in here, if I had any kind of things going on, because I know something's up. Yeah, an individual, I have to call her, but I'm gonna do it. The sun is getting bright now. I'm curious to see how that regression goes. Definite. Because I've had some really wicked, lucid, vivid dreams. I've had 2 in-person sightings documented. I've had other stuff happen. Lorraine, you should be getting regressed from your experiences. Jade won't touch it. I would love to know what would happen if Jade got regressed, especially from his time going back to Fort Bragg. I mean, I don't think he wants to touch that. Right, Jade? I don't think Jade wants to go there. I don't blame you, though. But you have missing time. Serious missing time. I'm not going to get into your whole account. But he has a very interesting story to tell. A lot of people have experiences, they just don't talk about it. They're afraid to talk about it. Mike says, fuck that. I'm watching something, right, Lorraine? Look, and people might think it was made up, and they try to come up with excuses. Yeah, people, but see, chaos, it was worse decades ago. Now it's not so bad to come out and talk about your experiences. It's not. Okay, so when I'm wearing this stuff when I go out, this is what I do. They call me UFO Bill here in the Hudson Valley. I'm known. There are people that fucking pull me to the side and take selfies like I'm a fucking, and it kind of makes me laugh. Like, really? And I'm not all for that. I don't care about all that. But sometimes I could be in McDonald's and they're taking selfies with me. Like, okay, I'm not crazy about that. But anyway, anywhere I go, I have people tell me their stories. And it's crazy because they're genuine. You know, they're telling me what they've experienced. You'd be surprised how many people tell me what they see or what their kids see, or I'm like, really? Like, there's one person that's a host on this network that does not do paranormal, that's had a very profound experience, and he's not ready to come forward yet. But when he does, I want to, okay. His artwork is reflective, some of it. He showed me his private collection of his experience. But he's keeping this on the low because of his background for work. That's another thing that people are concerned about. If you're in some kind of position where it comes out like you're a UFO experiencer, right away they say, what? I heard you did this? And you talked about what? You have to, it's also about security at your job, your workplace. It's not easy for a lot of people because they want to protect their livelihoods, their reputations. I have nothing to lose. I have nothing to lose. But then again, on the flip side, there are people. I spoke, and he's retired now, to a lieutenant. And I actually spoke to, the lieutenants here are like the second in command to the chief. I've spoken, like 10 years ago, I spoke to a lieutenant. And I said to him, let me ask you, have any of the officers ever seen something unidentified? And he said, he said, Bill, off the record, right now, I can't think of anybody, but the ones that retired, yes. They've seen stuff. He told me that one officer saw an object go into the Hudson River and then back out. That's what he told me. But they're retired. Like, there's this guy, and I don't know. Fuck, I hope I have his number because I would love for him to come to Pine Bush. He's a retired New York Parks Department police officer. So a state police officer. I don't have his number. Oh my God. Oh, shit. I've got to find his information. Let me call Chris. Because Chris, I got to get in contact with this guy. I got him on his show in Project Aries. Chris, I lost his number. Remember the guy we got on Project Aries, the police officer, the Parks Department police officer that I hooked you up with? Remember him? I can't remember his first name. If you remember who I'm talking about, I need his phone number if you still have it.
I'd be happy to give it to you, but I don't know who you're talking about.
Remember the guy that I met at Sears, and he was a Parks Department police officer, and he saw the craft above his vehicle on the Taconic.
Oh, Valdez. Yeah, hold on. I'll see if I still got it, bro.
Text it to me if you have it on Skype or whatever.
Wait a minute, let me just see if I have it.
Because I'm live. Don't say anything.
I'm not going to say it.
But you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know exactly.
I want to invite him to Pine Bush to hang out. Are you doing anything with Mufan underneath the tent?
Yeah, I'm just starting to get speakers now.
Okay. Maybe at some point, if he's willing to do it, maybe he can to put his testimony under the tent to tell people what he experienced. Maybe he might feel comfortable with you, because you'll be there, and officer to officer, I think that relationship would work better. But he was a really interesting case.
Oh yeah, they had the high-speed chase.
Yep, on the Taconic, the high-speed chase, and then they said a few days later that it was a formation of planes. Bullshit. And folks, he didn't make the police report because none of them would, because of their reputations and their jobs. That's common practice. They would not make that police report official by seeing what they witnessed. This guy was on the Taconic Parkway in his patrol vehicle, and all of a sudden he's hearing all the chatter on the radio, and he's facing south on the Taconic. All of a sudden, from the north, police vehicles are racing, chasing this thing, chasing it like out of the movie Close Encounters, literally. And he said it was the size of a stadium, a football stadium, and it was hovering right over his vehicle. And this is an officer, and the other officers were chasing it because it went shoo, and they all started chasing it.
Actually, I remember him saying he was laughing. He thought it was a joke.
Yeah. I know his last name, but I don't want to say it. It starts with a V. But that was an interesting case. With that.
Yeah, that was.
So if you find it, send it to me, because I want to get I have to get in contact with him and see how he's doing.
I will do my very best.
If you find it. All right, Chris, have a great one. Thank you.
Take care, bro.
Bye. And it happened. This is what I'm trying to get at. It happened. I was getting my car serviced at Sears at the time for an oil change. He's doing something there with his car. And he sees the shirts. And he says, "Are you into that stuff?" And then I told him the whole story. Then he told me his story. Then I got him on a show. You would not believe how many officers come forward to talk about their experiences. More and more are coming forward. So, and Chris knows quite a few of them. I don't know if I have Chris DiPerno's stuff anymore. Damn. I bet you I don't. I don't think I do. I had interviews that Chris did with individuals. I don't even know if Chris remembers this. I don't think I have them anymore. But they're interesting. And one was, I think, with an officer. I am sure one of them is with an officer. That really sucks. I know I sent them to Chris. He might still have them. But one was a testimony of a retired police officer. And it's fascinating. I don't think I have it anymore. That's kind of sad. Anyway, I'm not going to spend all day looking for it. But if I ever do, I'll air them. I'll ask Chris if I can put them on the screen for people to see. But it's damn interesting. I think I have it as a folder. Let me look on this computer. I have too many drives. I'll do a general search. Chris DiPerno interview. I found one. So wherever this is, no. Damn it. My computer's searching and it's skipping.
Court.
Like,
Okay, I understand.
All right, that's
and,
not
and
the
I
one.
almost felt like, I was like, are these things just toying around?
That's not the one. I don't think I have it. He has them because I sent it to him. Because one of my hard drives died and it was on that hard drive. But Chris has done some really interesting interviews. But they're private. You know, I would have to ask him permission to share. Because these are people that were interviewed. Yeah, that's DiPerno. It might be in here. No. Fuck. Anyway, like I said, I'm not going to go insane trying to find this. DiPerno. My computer's going insane. I'm just gonna leave it alone. Yeah, chaos. That's the thing. It doesn't matter what other people say. Whatever you witnessed is your own experience, and nobody could take that away. Nobody could tell you different. They can try to debunk it, do everything, but you have your own experiences. We all have experiences, and really, you know, it's good to get some kind of constructive advice, but still, that doesn't change the experience at all. You're just asking questions. I'm telling you, a lot of people hate on others having experiences. That's another thing. It's like, I wish it was me, because they want to be in the spotlight for the wrong reasons. I don't do it to make a fame of claim. But I'll tell you one thing. If I got a video of something I see in the sky, you know I have to think very carefully what's going to happen with that footage. It's not just going to be anyone that's going to get their hands on that. Because even though it's mine, they're going to make it about them. Obviously. So they're going to exploit what happened to you for their own benefit. That goes without saying. So yeah, I'm going to be, if I ever capture something, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to burn it. Like, save it and send it to a few people I trust. Because God forbid it disappears or whatever. At least a few people have it. But I'm talking like overwhelming evidence. It would be I ain't sending it to certain groups, organizations, media. I have to be it would have to be very careful of where that is sent. Because they'll exploit it. You will not be on the face of the earth. It's going to be them. They own the property. They have the rights. You're signing it away. Literally. So I would have to be very careful. Now, it would be caught on video. Let's just say I'm doing a live stream. It's going to be seen. You know how many people are going to grab screenshot, screen capture, and that shit will be everywhere. So if something were to happen like that, I would stop the stream immediately and lock it down. Make all the video streams private. Lock it down before anybody does any, because that's the way it is. People will exploit it. It would have to be done the right way. Because there's a lot of, creepy people out there too. Now this might be it. That's music. It's not in the music folder. I have to do a show in a half hour. I honestly don't think I have this file. I'm gonna have to call him and tell him to give it to me. The computer's still trying to search it. I don't have it. That kind of sucks. It's on the other computer. In the other room. It's definitely on that one. That's my old computer. It is definitely on the other one. It's in the other room. So I know where it is. Anyway. And like I said, I've had my experiences. And I know what I seen. It's like the movie that James Fox is. I know what I saw, whatever. I forgot the name of the exact title. Yeah. It's funny. Like, I look at some of the videos and I say to myself, what kind of bullshit is this? A person that's in bad shape right now did a video for me. He tried to clean it up, but it's really hard when it was filmed on an old camera, an old system that I used to use before I got the Sonys. Not good. I don't know. I have a lot of shit. I would love to see something up and close. I'm not kidding. I really would. I mean, I need a close experience now. I need to see something up close now. If I try to type in UFO, it's not going to happen. I have way too much. The problem is, I have too much shit on my computer. And to try to find clips is hard. It might be in, I don't even think it's in here. It's in a new folder. Really difficult. was Wilbur Allen did it for me. It's never gonna happen. I'm just gonna let it search because this is too hard. But that's that thing that looks like a triangle that I captured. He tried to clean it up for me. It is bizarre. It is bizarre what was over my house in 2014. It really was. I don't know what the hell it was. But it is really curious. I'm trying to find what that video that he cleaned up for me. But you know what it's like to try to scan your computer on 5 hard drives? That's how unorganized this shit is. Oh my God. Wait. UFO above the ocean. What is that? I have a lot of movies too. Documentaries. I cannot share that on the screen. Let's see. Alien contact. Okay, UFO. It's going to be in this file. See, it won't even tell me where it is. Open file location. It's in here. It's in here. Let me see if this is the one. This is the original video that I had captured on September 18th of 2014. This footage has been cleaned up by a friend of mine, Wilbur Allen. Wilbur used his software to clean up this image as best as he could, and I really appreciate him taking the time to do this for me. Wilbur also captures amazing objects in his area, which is Washington, D.C. You can find Wilbur's work at UFODC.com. He also has a YouTube page. Just look for Wilbur Allen, UFODC, and you'll find his work, and he has incredible footage dating way back. So again, I have to say thank you to Wilbur Allen for all his help in cleaning up this video sequence. Again, this object is, since he took out all the white noise pretty much, which was the clouds creating a lot of that white noise, you can pretty much see this craft now distinctively with the 3 lights on it, and it stops and then just takes off. And it is my belief that this is definitely a craft of some kind. This is not a meteor. This is not space junk. It's evident it's either ours or something else. And I'm leaning towards something else because just from the object moving the way it does, stopping like that, and then increasing at such a high rate of speed, I think it would be practically impossible for a human being to withstand the G-forces alone of this object as it's traveling at from what looks like a stopped position and so quickly, and then zooming off. If we have this kind of technology, then we are way beyond anything that the public is aware of. But I'm leaning more toward this is not of this earth. That's just my personal opinion, and I do not take this lightly. I take this very seriously, and I'm very careful when I say something is an unknown craft or object. I take a lot of precaution with those statements, and I'm saying that this is definitely some type of craft. It is not a natural phenomenon. This is definitely an artificial object. So that is my determination. And again, thanks to Wilbur Allen for all his help. I know he's very busy with his own work. He took the time to help me. He did me a favor, and I can't stress the importance, and I appreciate it
so much of what he did for me. So you guys take a look at this video and you come to your own conclusions. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Appreciate it so much of what he did for me.
Oh yeah, I'm muted. I forgot. I was listening to that. What is this one? It's the same thing. That's his clip. This is what Wilbur sent me. Yeah, that was when he cleaned it up. He tried. You see how that thing just goes? I don't know if I have the original video though. I don't even know what the fuck this is. Oh, this was a night vision. When I was experimenting with a night vision thing. I remember that experiment. I don't even remember this shit. What the fuck is this? Oh yeah, that was... That's just a trail. That's just a... This was in the early days when I was using night vision. I don't even remember this shit. Yeah, that was a meteor. I'm surprised my original video's not in here. It might be in here. I found them though. What's this?
Okay, this was last night. This is recorded during the evening. This was at 8:13 last night.
I don't know what the hell that was.
The night of...
The following object was recorded on September 15th
That I remember.
at 9:27 p.m. Eastern Time using my Samsung SCB-2000 security camera. I use those cameras for sky watching.
That slowed
I have
down.
4 of them. This object was captured on camera 4. The object is
I had 4
recorded
cameras at
in
the
black
time.
and white due to the IR filter being removed from the camera. And lower light visibility.
That slowed down though.
It was, I would say it looked at the distance to be at around cloud layer or near cloud layer.
Yeah, that's another one.
The object does not look like it.
This is the Wilbur.
This
Oh, there's
object was
mine.
recorded on September
That is the
18th
original.
at 7:53 p.m. Eastern Time. It appears to appear in the break of the cloud for a quick split second and then shoot off
If I was to
rapidly
blow this
the
up, you
right.
could see the curve.
I do not
Right
know
there.
if
There's a
this
curve.
is just
That's the original
a
footage.
comet or a meteor which appears after it comes through the break of the cloud, and then you just see that, and then it just continues on its way with a trail. I'm not sure. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Look at that.
Okay, this was last night. This is recorded.
Isn't that crazy? This was the
recorded
same
on
night.
September 18th at 9 p.m.
The same night.
on camera 4. I have no idea what this is. It looks like, again, it's at cloud level.
The same
May
night.
be a bug. I am not sure, so I'm not classifying this as anything but unknown. But it looks like it's moving in the clouds. I cannot discern it, but my cameras
What the
are
hell
pretty
is that?
focused,
A helicopter?
and
A plane in the
I
clouds?
don't know what to make
what
of
is that?
this. So if anybody has any comments or questions, it could be a bug, but I don't know what it is.
That's not a bug.
It could be something else. Alrighty, have a good one. Bye. This was recorded on September 18th at 9 p.m. on camera 4. I have no idea what this is. It looks like, again, it's at cloud level.
The following object was recorded
That's regular
on
speed.
September 29th.
What
at
the fuck is that? That's
5:39
not a meteor.
a.m.
It's moving too slow.
Eastern time, and it approximately lasted about 15 seconds. It seems to
I have
be
no
the
idea what
same
that is.
Object that The following object was
Okay, that's the same
recorded
video.
on September 29th at 5:39 a.m. Eastern time.
So this is why you never know what you're going to get on the camera. I don't know what this is. Oh, this is when I was going I put it on the TV. That. Look at that. Crazy.
It appears to appear in the break of the cloud for a quick split second and then shoot off rapidly to the right. I do not know if this is just
You see the curve?
a
If you
comet
look at
or
it,
a
you'll see the
meteor,
curve.
which appears after it comes through the break of the cloud, and then you just see that, and then it just continues on its way with a trail.
Right there.
I'm not
There's
sure.
the curve.
Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Again, I don't know. Look at the curve. See, it's curving. It's turning. It stops for a split second. Then it takes off. That's real time. And it's looped. So what the fuck is that? It's curving. It's not linear. It's turning. It's not straight. It's curving. Stops for a split second and goes boom. That's all. And I just find that extremely curious. Oh, you emailed a video? I'm gonna check it out. I have permission to share it? What's up, Robbie? Permission to share? Chaos? He's got a video. Let me go to my email. I gotta do a show in a few minutes. And I gotta eat. I haven't eaten anything yet. I'm curious to see what you got. It's downloading. It's done. Timeout. Is there sound on this? I don't think so, right? So this is provided by Chaos in Roswell. Check out his Rumble channel, Chaos in Roswell. You pulled over to look at it, or did you? Wow. I'm not seeing any nav lights blinking. That looks like a fucking orb. That is not a fucking plane. All right, time out. There. Wow. And I see you're trying, it's like trying to focus the camera. And even when it focuses, it's not. You know what they need to do? They need to make cameras with night vision built into them for low light. Phones. They need to do that. You know how much better video we're going to get if they do that? Like built in to the phones? Like a night vision, low light. That shit is crazy because this is detailed. So the focus is there. And I get planes all the time. You would see the flashing. It's by law, every second the flash goes off. The nav lights. Yeah, but a phone, Ronald, is just not good enough. It's not where it needs to be. I don't care if it has low light built into it. It's just not. That's why it's hard to get good phone footage. My camera's different story, but phones, they're still not where they need to be. Any phone. Because it creates a lot of noise, pixelation. But that is fucking curious. I need to take a screenshot of that. Okay, I want to bring that up. I want to look at this. See, there's nothing visible there. It's just a round spherical orb looking thing. It's just a light. There's no features associated. There's no nav lights blinking. That is very curious. It is trippy. It's very hard. And it's not easy. You just whip out your phone. It's not. But look at the detail of the pole. So there is a focus there. Now, if it was focused like that and there was a plane, you would see the blinking no matter what. And that's not that high up. You would see the blinking. Now, again, it could be angles. It could be a lot of things. Oh, I see planes all the time, Ronald. On my streams. It could be the angle. Because a lot of times when a plane is, but it's not heading toward him. It's heading to the side. A lot of times when a plane is heading towards you, it looks like that. When it's coming right at you. But that's from an angle. And you should see when it goes at the angle, some nav lights blinking. You should see it. Even a phone should pick that up. It just appears orange because that's a camera thing. That's the phone. But that is very curious. So again, this is Chaos in Roswell's clip. See, now the pole. Look at the pole. It's focused. See the pole in the bottom? Telephone pole? So that's pretty focused. Now again, it's a phone camera. You know, my camera would be different, the Sony, obviously. But the camera's trying to do its best. It's hard to say because I don't know if that's necessarily a flicker of the nav lights. I can't tell. But there seems to be some kind of flashing going on as it's moving too. It's very hard to tell. But that's still very curious. But he also is a great musician. Chaos in Roswell. And you should go check out his channel on Rumble. It looks evil. It does have a weird appearance to it, Chaos. It does. It definitely does. And if you send that to 5 different people, they'll give you 5 different answers. I gotta do a show in a few minutes. Everybody will give you a different opinion. But that also tells you that they don't know what the hell it is. When you get like all those different kinds of opinions, it's because they don't know. They're guessing. Like I'm guessing. You know, it's I'm gonna play one of his songs before we leave. Because I gotta go to work. For a little while. Seven months ago. I like that one. Dude, have you been adding more stuff? "14 days ago." What's this? Hurts So Good. What is that? I'm gonna play it before I go. I gotta put the volume. Oh shit, my mic is loud. I want to hear your other song. This is his favorite intro. Let me share screen. So it's Chaos in Roswell on Rumble. This is all him. Everything. And I mean everything. I like it. It reminds me a little of Muse. A little. I gotta get off. That's not the one I want to hear. It's this other one. Where is it? Right here. As you can see, I listen to it. It's in the middle. This is probably my favorite. Chaos. Now that I think about it, I have a host. He uses a lot of music for his commercials and stuff. Kriston T. Harris, the host of the Rundown Live. If you ever want to put one of your songs on there, on his shows, as part of an intro or break segment, let me know. Because he does that a lot. I don't know if I can go to the KGRA quick. Oh my God, I got to get off. I'll just give you an example. It's going to be hard under this little time. This is coming on in a few minutes. They're going to talk about Beverly Hills Cop. They're supposed to be making another one. I have no fucking idea. Let's go to Rundown. There's over 2,200 shows in the fucking archives. Video. That's insane. So I'm just gonna go into one. Now let's go to break. Right about there.
Wonder, what's the coincidence that they're running drills for
He's on Band.video, Alex Jones's network too.
time of the hijacking and the planes being flown into the building? That and a whole bunch more when we come back from commercial break. You're listening to the Rundown.
So when he
Live
comes
on
back from
KGRA,
break,
an engineer. One of the big questions.
oh, I cut the commercials out for the station now. I forgot about that. When I edit, I take the commercials out. So there's not going to be no fucking commercials in here. It would have to be an older show. I mean, like really older. This is 2022, 23. I don't remember when I started this process. Okay, here. This still has the commercials.
Hey, Lewis, if you have a question for him, we might be able to get one in after these messages from our sponsors. You're listening to the Rundown Live.
In the grass.
Very special guest, Clyde Lewis.
See, look, coming back from break.
A world where the rule of law,
He uses
not the law
music.
of the jungle,
I gotta get
an
off.
opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations.
See what I mean? know what I'll do? Because I got to get off immediately. Because I got to do a show like now. I'll introduce you to Kristan. You guys have the communication directly because maybe you can come on it as a guest for like a half hour. Talk about what you do. Get you guys connected. Maybe bring you on as a guest and play some of your music. And just make it an announcement that you could be doing some of the music for the show. I will talk to Kristan. And that's Kristan right there on the left side of the screen. This guy was in Kenosha. He was in the Kyle Rittenhouse trial. He was at January 6th. But I can't even tell you what he's gone through. Because we're still on YouTube. I can't even say. But I'll make that happen. So I'll be back probably after 5 Eastern for a little while. But I need to get the fuck off and go to work. Anyway, to everybody watching on Rumble, on Twitch, Trovo, YouTube, I'll see everybody later. Make sure to check out kgradb.com. Check out the members area. And we're going to be doing a show on Rumble right now. It's entertainment. They're going to be talking about Beverly Hills Cop. And that starts in literally 10 minutes. I need to get off now. All right, everybody. I'm out.